So where did we leave off? We were...
oh my gosh, I have no idea.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So we wanted to put a video together to kind of, recap our last few days in the Bahamas. We've been back now several weeks, longer than that. And we're up in South Carolina, and we're working our way north. We're going to stop soon and go home for 2 weeks for appointments. But we wanted to put something together to kind of show what we've been doing. And I think the last video we put out, what were we doing? We were at Staniel Key.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we didn't do the Thunderball Grotto. It was too busy.
No, every time we went over there, they had little boats with
tourist
15,
boats, yeah.
20 people, with people that don't know how to snorkel. And that place is like really small.
You have to go at low tide, so everybody goes at the same time.
Yeah. So we just decided, everyone would say you don't even want to go in there with that many people. So we didn't do it.
Right. And since we're going back,
we did stay right
year,
by it.
We'll do it next year. Yeah. And we went to the Pig Beach.
We did go to Pig Beach.
Yes,
we brought some carrots and
cut them up.
So, was all ready.
We went first thing in the morning, and there wasn't any people there. We could see the beach, and there weren't any pigs on the beach. But we thought, let's just go over there, and maybe they'll come out. And I mean, they came out.
Yes.
And I had my camera going, and I filmed the whole thing, and it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing. We were laughing out of control. And I got back and my camera was on hyper mode, and it ruined the whole thing. It's all like times 10 with no sound.
It's like super fast.
There's nothing you can do to reverse that I know of. I've put it in my computer programs. I've tried to slow motion it, and even if you did that, there would still be no sound.
Yeah, but anyway, so we knew some of the pigs' names because at the Staniel Key area, there's a wall. And somebody had painted,
pigs.
They had painted the pictures of these pigs, and they have their names on there. So when we got there, I knew this one, and it's one that bit this one lady in her derriere when she turned around to walk away, and it came right out, and it's coming right over to me, and it's opening.
They're aggressive.
And it's opening its mouth, and so I'm like trying to throw a carrot in there.
You think you can kind of feed it like a dog,
but
it's not. No. It's not like that.
No.
But there was a bunch of pigs, bunch of babies, and
it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, but it was kind of gross too.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Pig poo and stuff.
That poop, and it looks like spam floating in the water.
Yeah.
And they were all humping each other. Even the babies were getting it on. Yeah. And
I didn't see all that.
And once they realized you had carrots, man, they were just like all over you.
Yeah.
And you kind of had to back out and get in the water. But it was hilarious. It was funny. So anyway, we did that, and we went and swam at the piano. And then we made it all the way down to Georgetown. And then we crossed over to Cat Key, and Cat Key was just really beautiful. But
we stayed at I think it's called the Hawk's Nest Marina or something like that. And
it is, yep.
And then Old Bight and New Bight.
But the thing about Cat Key is it runs north and south, and you can't go on the east side of the island and anchor out. That's the rough side. And the west side, there's no harbors. There's no protection. And we got over there in our
From the wind.
We got over there, and the wind started blowing out of the west, and we didn't have anywhere to hide, so we darted back across to the Exumas. In rough weather, it was really rough, but we didn't have a choice.
It was crazy
because it was going to blow like that for about a week.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so we went back to the Exumas and then worked our way up north.
Another thing that happened, so we were heading back, and this time we're going to go to South Bimini to stay the night versus North Bimini and try checking out at the airport there, and is where their customs and immigration is. So we're on our way back, and the weather was supposed to be a beautiful day.
Supposed to not be any wind, no waves.
No waves.
We had a 90-mile run.
Yeah. And so what happened was, about the time we hit this north part of North Bimini, the winds picked up, the waves picked up, and we had, between how fast we were going and the wind coming straight at us, like 53-mile-an-hour winds. And then we're trying to get into this little bitty canal to go into the harbor where South Beach
And the
Marina
sand has
thing
shifted
is.
and the shoaling's going
Yes, yes. There's,
on. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hey,
but we got in.
If we'd have done that 6 months ago, we would have just panicked. And
Yeah.
now we're just...
We just laughed.
Yeah. We've seen some waves so big.
Yeah.
When on, I thought, was it that trip that we were surfing when it picked up? Yeah, so...
No, that was when we were heading back from Cat Island, the surfing.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
And we traveled when we shouldn't have, but we didn't want to get
huge
stuck over there for a
waves.
week. So luckily the waves were going with us. And we were cruising about 10, 12 miles an hour. And the waves were so big and so far apart that I would ride the wave and I'd slow down to about 6 miles an hour. And then finally when the wave caught us and we started riding it back down, we were doing like 25 and 30. I felt like if I turned,
we were
just,
30.
we were going,
I think we went up to
28.
27.
27,
something like that.
and that's fast for this to go.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. And then we started making it a
chug
game.
back up the hill, and then we'd ride it, surfing. But we were having so much fun, and we were like in so much danger.
But we were like, go, go, go.
Yeah, it was.
Gas
we were
mileage,
like
we're
looking at the
saving.
speedometer. Come on, you can get it. 20, 28.
We had to do something because it was not a fun crossing.
Yeah. But
per se.
other than that and those boat repairs that we've gotten fixed, boating happens. It doesn't matter if you've got a $10,000 boat or a $1 million boat.
Right.
Same problems happen.
Right.
We got all that fixed, and we got the anchor back on, and we were just having fun. And about the time we came back from Cat Island, we started having some boat issues. We started off, we had a rudder seal that was leaking, so we were taking on water. Our bilge was running, pretty much consistent all day long for about 30 seconds.
On and off,
on
like
and off.
every 2-3 hours
Yeah.
it would go off.
And then we had the starboard water pump started leaking water, and that's an indication that the water pump's going to go out on the engine. And then our inverter went out. So we had 3 strikes against us, so we came back sooner than we wanted to, probably a couple weeks. And we made it over to Fort Lauderdale, had all of those repairs done, and in the last few weeks we've been working our way north, all the way up the east coast of Florida, through Georgia. Georgia is so pretty. I didn't realize the southeast Georgia. I've been to Georgia, but I've never seen that part of Georgia.
Yes.
And then now we're in South Carolina.
The only drawback to the Georgia marshes is
the horseflies.
Some people call them horseflies, deer flies, blue-eyed, blue-headed or green-headed, whatever they are,
swarms.
They're nasty.
We went through a couple swarms. Oh my gosh, thousands of them.
It was crazy.
And I kept saying, it's okay, they're not stinging us, just don't look up. And Shelly's over here with the towel swinging it around trying to get them out. And it was so hot that we didn't want to enclose the isinglass. So we were like, horseflies, 110 degrees in here. And finally the horseflies went out and we had to shut it up. But Shelly went down. I told her, I said, just go downstairs, take the dogs, because Molly started getting bit, and just go downstairs and I'll keep pushing and I'll drive through these things. And as soon as she went down there, I mean, they got bad. And I was banging on the floor trying to get her to come back up. And the charts I had were on my phone, and my phone went dead, and I'm swinging a towel trying to get these horseflies off of me. And I'm trying to zip up the isinglass so no more can get in. And then we were just going to try to scare the other ones out the back window and then shut it, or just kill them all.
So I got as many as I could.
Yeah, so Shelly pops her head up there about 10 minutes later of me doing all this. She goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, I'm not okay. I need help." And she came up there. She brought bug spray and enclosed the enclosure and then sprayed that stuff. About killed us.
It wasn't all the way closed yet, but he's like thinking he's going to be fumigated.
I don't know if it was horsefly bites or die of poison.
It was not that bad. But then I'm swinging the fly swatter around, killing them, and I am like, oh yeah, I am like on fire getting these things.
They were stressing you out.
Yeah, and he was like all worried that I was going to swat him with it, but
Yeah.
No injuries, couple stings each, and got through it. But
Yeah, so we go to Fort Lauderdale and we spend a week at this marina. I had to run the inverter over to Fort Myers and get some warranty work done on it. We got it all going and we worked our way up to St. Augustine Municipal Marina.
Yes.
Mother's Day, beautiful place. So Mother's Day morning in this marina.
We got there like Thursday afternoon.
Right.
Or Friday. I can't remember.
We got there on a Thursday.
Yeah, we planned on staying several days because St. Augustine has so much beautiful history and such a neat place apparently to go to visit. So we had planned to stay many days.
Yeah, so Mother's Day, Sunday morning, we go over to St. Augustine, the little square there, and we're eating brunch, and we get a phone call from the marina saying somebody has just run into our boat. And we know the currents are bad in there and the wind, but we didn't know it was that bad. So we go over there, and sure enough, a big old 55-foot navigator broadsides, or he hits us with his broadside right on the front of our boat, knocks our anchor and the anchor rail off,
shears the bolts off the anchor pulpit.
The tip of the anchor pierces a hole in the hull about 3 or 4 inches long, does some other fiberglass damage. So we call the sheriff's department, they come out and do a report. And,
right, they also hit another boat too. A catamaran received pretty good damage too.
Yeah.
So
we get that done, and we're frustrated. And now our anchor, we can't go in. You can't travel the ICW without an anchor. It's a safety issue.
Yeah.
If you break down, you have to drop your anchor. You have to stop your movement, and you can't anchor out. So anyway, we're making plans. The next day, we're making plans to get that fixed, and we're sitting in the boat, and guess what?
Boom!
We get hit again. Just the people that saw it both times said that second one was a lot harder, and it did more damage on top. Hit us in the exact same spot.
Yeah, but they didn't have very much damage because the other guy had already taken our anchor off.
Right, he did fiberglass damage on the damage that was already there, but he did bend our railing.
Yeah, he did bend the
railing. Not much. Nobody else may notice it, but it bugs us. So we're headed up north, and when we go home for 2 weeks, we're going to have our boat pulled and have all that damage repaired.
Yes.
Yep. And so we put together a little video, just kind of the last few days of our times in Bahamas, and we're going to start making some videos going up the East Coast. It will be in South Carolina and Virginia, and on up to New York, across the Erie Canal into Canada, if Canada opens up.
It's gonna open up.
Yeah, but
I
we'll
hope.
talk about just being in the Bahamas, being away from the United States and being over there.
With how pretty the water is.
Mm-hmm. And being away from all the hustle and the bustle and the politics and and just everything going on. It's almost, I was trying to describe it to my brother. It's kind of like it's not really you escape, but you have freedom.
Yes.
That you've never experienced before.
Yes.
It's just you and the water and the beaches.
Yeah.
And the
it's
sun.
It's a whole different atmosphere that you can't find here in the United States. Not really.
It takes a couple weeks, but once you let all that's going on over here go, and you're just living in the moment, it's freedom.
Yeah.
It is. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah. It was
it's
really
fantastic.
Nice.
So we're going back.
Oh yes. We're probably not going to get back until the fall of 2022 because we're going to finish this loop.
Mm-hmm.
And
and then we have to work our way back down here. So, but it's definitely it gets in you, and you have this desire just to go back.
Yeah.
This time we had sights and sounds and places that we wanted to go see. We had a list. So we didn't really stop and smell the roses, so to speak. I can't wait till we get anchored off of a beach and we're just there a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ready to go back.
Yeah. We did stop and enjoy ourselves, but we did move.
Yeah.
We didn't, yeah.
Bahamas is a beautiful place, and it's a lot funner to come by in your own boat.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So, well, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
This may not be Jimmy Buffett's tire swing, but it sure is fun.
Pretty peaceful place, though.
Pretty peaceful place.
I got that one. Molly? What do you think, Joe?
Little Miss Excitement.
Yeah. You guys want to go swimming? Hey, hey, go. 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 Let's see how long it takes her. Go, Molly. Go. Go.
Good God. Joe is on the hunt.
Go get it, Joe. Go get it, Molly. Did you see one? We are fishing with the dogs. Let's see if they see one.
Molly's already went in the water after one.
Find it. Is that one? No, that's just a rock. Close though. False alarm. You see a turtle? Look at him go. He's all the way over there now. Joe still see. Them turtles are too fast. See if we can find one up here. Keep looking.